Did you really know what science is and how it relates to the glory of God? Find out on the Explainer episode brought to you by Wobodo Ecclesiastes.
The word science is taken from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. Some define science as the study of physical things. Some define it as the understanding of physical things. Some define it also as understanding of how the world works. And whatever definition that is given to it, these definitions might be actually right. But I want you to know that there is a more complex and accurate meaning of science, which many of us might not know yet. And what is that? Science is not just the understanding of nature. Science is not just knowing how things works. Science is not just the study of physical things. Science is the revealed knowledge of God about His creation. God creates, God hides, and God revealed. And that is all about science. I hope you know that 80% of the riches of God on earth, 80% of the treasure that God invests on earth at the time of creations were hidden. This disproves the explanation of many people. If you are asked, how is the world created? Some might say the world is created wide. Some might say the world is created round. Some might also say the world is created high. But I want to let you know that the world is not just round. The world is not just wide. The world is not just high. The world is deep. But not just deep, deeping with hidden inner treasures by God. Revealing those treasures that are hidden by God is what science is all about. Science is the revealing of the hidden treasures of God. Why did God hide these things? It is clear in Proverbs 25 verse 2. It is the glory of God to hide a thing, and the honor to men to find it out. God don't make men to be lazy. He creates His own part. Man has to create their own part. But there's an unfortunate in this. Man cannot find it out by themselves. That is why it is not called the finding out of the hidden treasures. You cannot find what God has hidden. He's the one that hides it. God has to reveal it to man for them to know it and use it. Since these treasures are actually made by God for man, God has to reveal it to them. And then He has to pick a method of revealing those treasures to them. This method is what science is. God picks science as a method through which man can find out, through which he can reveal what he has created that are beneficial but are not yet made, that are not yet known by men to them. When we look around the world, we see mountains, valleys, oceans, we see many things. But did you know that the things we see in the open is very small to be compared with those things that were hidden by God at the time of creation? Some of them have been found out, and they are really benefiting us today. There are still men which are still hidden, which God is still looking for advanced men that He will reveal it to.
Next is technology, the greatest miracle of God. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Explainer channel.